Hey guys, all right, let's review how to subtract with integers. Remember, when you're subtracting with integers, you will add the opposite. Your work should take up 3 lines, and I should actually see you change that problem to an addition problem. So let's start with something easy. Let's start with 10 minus 5. Now, you've been subtracting 10 minus 5 probably since you were in the 2nd grade. You already know the answer to that is what? It's 5. But there's a reason that this rule works. So we're going to add the opposite. So when you add the opposite, you're going to rewrite the problem. And you're going to actually show how you add the opposite. So I'm going to do it in a different color so you can see it. So you're going to add the opposite. What's the opposite of 5? Negative 5. Okay? So now I have a problem that says 10 plus negative 5. So now you have to go back to your rules and you have to think, okay, when I'm adding a positive and a negative, what do? I subtract. So 10 minus 5 is 5. Good job. And then you ask yourself, do I have more positives or do I have more negatives? And in this case, you have more positives, so the answer is positive 5. Let's do another one. All right, let's do something like 3 minus 7. So we're going to go back to the rule. The rule is add the opposite. So I'm going to rewrite the problem. And I'm going to show that it's adding. So I'm going to actually change it to adding. And I'm going to change the opposite to the opposite. What's the opposite of 7? Negative 7. So I have a 3 plus negative 7. Once again, I go back to my rules. 3 plus negative 7. I'm adding positives and negatives. So really, instead of adding, I'm going to subtract them. So 7 minus 3 is 4. And do I have more positives or do I have more negatives? I have more negatives. So my answer is negative 4. Let's do one more. What if I have something like 2 minus negative 8? 2 minus negative 8. The nice thing about math is it's about rules and patterns, and those rules don't change. The rule says add the opposite. The rule also says rewrite the problem. So I'm just going to keep doing that. I'm going to rewrite the problem. We'll do it in a different color. The rule says what? Add the opposite. So I'm going to change it to add. The opposite of negative 8 is positive 8. And now I have a problem that says 2 plus 8. That's easy. You've been doing that since kindergarten too. 2 plus 8 is 10. And that is how you subtract with integers. See ya.